All right, folks, ready for a deep dive into something a little sweeter today?
Yeah, definitely a nice change of pace, right?
I'm Hari.
And I'm Kimi, and we are super excited to take a closer look at this photograph for you guys today.
Yeah, and speaking of photographs, um, this one is particularly stunning. I mean, just look at those colors.
Absolutely. And it's not just any hummingbird we're looking at here. This is a cinnamon hummingbird caught in a truly breathtaking moment.
Yeah, you can almost feel the energy radiating off this little guy, suspended there in midair with its wings just a blur as it sips from that delicate flower.
It really highlights the incredible agility and precision of these creatures, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And speaking of the cinnamon hummingbird, I mean, what a perfect name, right? It's like they were named after a spice rack.
Well, it's actually because of the reddish-brown coloration on their body, which does resemble ground cinnamon.
I see. And that brilliant emerald green throat just makes the whole picture pop.
Exactly, and that's what places them in the appropriately named emerald hummingbird tribe.
Emerald tribe, huh? So are there like ruby and sapphire tribes too?
Haha, not quite. But the emerald tribe does encompass a wide range of hummingbirds known for their dazzling plumage, and the cinnamon hummingbird is definitely a standout member.
It's amazing to think that there are actually 4 distinct subspecies of cinnamon hummingbirds though, right?
Yeah, that's right. Their appearances vary ever so slightly depending on where they're found.
So it's like regional dialects, but for birds.
Yeah, you could think of it that way, subtle variations, but all singing the same beautiful song.
And where can we find these feathered wonders?
Well, primarily along the Pacific coast of Mexico and Central America, you'll find them flitting about coastal areas and lowlands, usually pretty close to sea level.
Makes sense. I mean, if I were a hummingbird, I'd want to be close to all those delicious flowers.
Exactly. And in the warmer southern parts of their range, they've even been spotted venturing a bit further inland.
So are they like hummingbird nomads just following the bloom wherever it goes?
Haha. In a way, yes. They are constantly seeking out nectar-rich flowers to fuel their incredibly high metabolism.
Yeah, speaking of nectar, I mean, that's pretty much all they eat, right?
Well, primarily, yes, they are nectarivores, meaning they get most of their energy from the sugary goodness of flower nectar.
But they must need more than just sugar to power those lightning-fast wing beats.
You're right. They actually supplement their diet with insects, too.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed that little birds like that would be insectivores.
Yeah, they're surprisingly skilled hunters. They'll catch insects in midair or glean them from leaves and branches.
Wow, so they're like tiny aerial acrobats.
Exactly. And they'll forage from the forest floor all the way up to the canopy, depending on where the best snacks are.
So despite their size, they're not afraid to explore every nook and cranny of their habitat.
Absolutely. And when it comes to defending their favorite feeding spots, they can be quite fierce.
Oh yeah, I've heard they're pretty territorial.
Definitely. They'll aggressively defend their nectar and insect sources from other hummingbirds, bees, even
Yeah.
butterflies.
Wow, that's some serious competition for such a tiny bird.
Imagine a bird that weighs about the same as a couple of paperclips putting up a fight.
It's almost comical to picture.
But it really speaks to the intensity of their energy demands. They're constantly on the move, burning through calories with those rapid wing beats.
Yeah, 80 beats per second. I can't even imagine.
It's truly remarkable. And speaking of remarkable, this photo was captured at Los Torales Natural Reserve in Guatemala, which seems like a pretty special place.
It does make you wonder what other incredible creatures might call that reserve home.
Absolutely. It's a reminder of the incredible biodiversity found in these unique ecosystems and the importance of protecting them.
And the photographer Charles J. Sharp clearly has a knack for capturing these fleeting moments of natural beauty.
Definitely. His work provides a glimpse into the lives of these amazing creatures and inspires us to learn more about them.
And learn we must, because the more we understand about these hummingbirds, the better equipped we are to ensure their survival.
Exactly. They face so many challenges: habitat loss, climate change, pesticide use. It's a lot for such a small bird to contend with.
Makes you realize how interconnected everything is, right? The fate of a tiny hummingbird is linked to the health of our entire planet.
It really does. And it begs the question, how can we use this knowledge to make a positive impact?
Well, that's something for all of us to ponder. Perhaps we can start by supporting organizations dedicated to conservation and habitat restoration, or even just making small changes in our own lives to reduce our environmental footprint.
Every little bit helps. And who knows, maybe by protecting these delicate creatures, we'll ultimately be saving ourselves too.
Food for thought indeed. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive, leaving you with the image of this stunning cinnamon hummingbird and the many wonders it represents.
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep exploring the natural world with curiosity and a sense of awe.